Raider Nation, good morning. It's MItchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, with a little news that I wanted to be able to discuss with y'all. Bright and early this morning, the Las Vegas Raiders have moved on from fullback Jakob Johnson. This morning, Johnson posted on Twitter that the Raiders have decided to move on from him. And to be honest, for a lot of people that watch this show, it's not that much of a surprise. And the simple reason is not a lot of NFL teams in today's day and age carry a fullback. So when you have a offensive-minded coach like a Josh McDaniels, who, let's face it, is a little bit old school. Hey, buddy, everyone say hi to Chuck. He just walked in. But when you have a old school head coach like Josh McDaniels and his offense is very old school, they implemented a fullback. And don't get me wrong, it worked out very well last season. I'm not really going to complain all that much. Sure, we didn't win many football games, which stinks. But the offense had a struggling quarterback in Derek Carr, had a struggling head coach in Josh McDaniels. But Josh Jacobs had a lot of success, right? He led the NFL in rushing yards with 1,653, had over 2,000 total yards, and I do think that Johnson deserves a lot of credit for being able to pave the path and some of those more power runs, zone runs type of schemes, but couldn't really get it going this season because all the teams were stacking the box, and that was really limiting his overall role. But the biggest reason here why the Raiders decided to move on Johnson now is because with brand new interim head coach Antonio Pierce, with GM Champ Kelly, they don't want to do the old school offense. They don't want to have the vanilla ice cream. They don't want to have just the plain Jane, right? They want to go out and they want to have a more fun offense, something that's going to bring you to life a little bit more. So to me, when I look at this move here, I'm not really surprised. It's only a matter of time. Don't get me wrong. I think Jakob Johnson was a really good leader in that locker room. I've talked to a few players that really respect Johnson and his mental ability and everything he brings to the game. But from a football standpoint, and I mean football standpoint only, carrying a fullback, I look at this more as, what are the Raiders going to do next, right? What other player are they about to bring in to say, hey, this guy deserves a roster spot? Because to me, you got to be able to bring in somebody else. You got to be able to bring in a player that helps you more with your team needs. And that's my one-word reaction. It was expected. But you know what? This show is not about me. It's about y'all. And some of y'all are going to wake up early this morning like, oh, shit, Mitch is making a video from his house. Yep, I am. Why? Because I got that commitment to excellence, and I know you guys care a lot about this team as well. So let me know down below a one-word reaction to Jakob Johnson getting cut. Again, my one word is expected. I can see if Chuck maybe has a one word for you. He, as soon as he heard that I started recording, he was like, wait a minute, why am I not getting all the attention here? But also with Jakob Johnson, it was reported by Adam Schefter, and again, when I say reported by Adam Schefter, it's basically anybody that's got a set of eyes or anybody that follows this team closely. The reason why they're moving on from him, and Schefter literally just put it out here, no longer a fit into the new offensive scheme. Yeah, I mean, no shit, right? And I actually respect the Raiders for handling this process the way that they did because they've been getting rid of the Josh McDaniels guys left and right, and that's what Johnson was. He was a Josh McDaniels guy, I mean, for the majority of his career, basically all of it. He was on the New England Patriots from 2019, 2020, 2021. Then he comes over to the Raiders with McDaniels, 2022, 2023, right? Last season, it started in 9 games and only caught the football, never ran it, right? This is just simply a dude who doesn't really contribute all that much in the rushing game, literally doesn't have a carry to his name for his career, if that's what those numbers are telling me. And then this season, he had 1 catch for 12 yards on 2 targets, started in 3 games. The Raiders were going to move on from Jakob Johnson the moment that Josh McDaniels ended up getting fired. But if you remember, Johnson's been out for 2 weeks due to the concussion protocol. So I'm not going to lie, I kind of respect the fact that they waited for him to clear concussion protocol, which he literally cleared it this week. He practiced in full on Wednesday, and he practiced on full. You guys upset him. Practiced in full on Thursday as well. So now the fact that he's healthy, he can go out there and potentially have another shot at going out and finding another team. I mean, I respect the hell out of Antonio Pierce, man. He does the little things really, really well, and that's one of the little things that you love to see. Also, man, I know I don't have any of the awesome graphics here, but I do want to tell you about one of our sponsors, Prize Picks, and Chugs and I, man, I really thought we were going to hit our Prize Picks yesterday on Thursday Night Football, but with Joe Burrow getting hurt, We weren't able to get it with Jamar Chase, but my picks for this upcoming week for the Raiders-Dolphins Week 11 game. Now, again, this is based off memory, so hear me out here. I'm going to go with less passing yards than Tua Tagovailoa at 272.5. This Raiders defense has been playing really well. I get how talented Miami is, but give me the less there. Josh Jacobs, overall touchdowns. I just need one. If he gets one, rushing, receiving, hell, passing, I get it. And then the last one I'm going to go with here is Daniel Carlson, field goals made, 1.5 field goals. If he makes 2, I hit. I put $10 down. I don't know. I could win $100. Sounds pretty good to me. And if you want to play, all you got to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and make sure that you use code CLNS for a first-time deposit of up to $100. If you're like, Mitch, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's all good. Have some fun. PrizePicks is daily fantasy sports made easy. I'm going to put that link for you guys down in the comments and down in the description of today's show. All right, we're going to keep it rolling here with Jakob Johnson news. Again, I'm not too surprised. He was a player that I talked about when I said players that are on the hot seat. I know a lot of people are going to look at this and, hey, we're just trying to clear the Josh McDaniels guys. We're trying to clear the Patriot way. We are clearing the Josh McDaniels guys, and that's what Jakob Johnson was. We are clearing the Patriot way, which is, what Josh McDaniel or what Jakob Johnson was. However, though, I'm telling you right now, he was a very liked, very well-respected player in that locker room because of a lot of the stuff that he had to go through to even get a shot. So this season, and, the NFL kind of just started doing it, is the International Pathway Program. And this year, the Raiders have David Ogbonnia, the player from Nigeria, the defensive end, who's on the team. And now players, they get a chance to stay on the roster. And right now, Goa has got that extra practice squad spot, and if you have an International Pathway Program player, you get that extra spot. You get 17 instead of 16, and just like during the offseason, the Raiders were allowed to carry 91 instead of 90. The NFL has done a phenomenal job with the International Pathway Program because some of these guys who don't know about football are still great athletes, but maybe got to learn it a little bit. The reason why I'm giving my flowers here to Jakob Johnson is because that's what Jakob Johnson was. He was an International Pathway Program player from Germany and had to work his way onto the roster. And he was just a tough-nosed dude that went in there and grinded it out every single day. I think it's a really, really cool thing that he was been able to make his name here. I don't know what team's going to pick him up. I'm going to just say the team I'm going to guess is going to be the Patriots. But in today's day and age, the NFL, man, they just simply don't use running backs. Now, before I go, I do want to make this announcement here. If anybody is in the Houston area and you rock silver and black, DJ Hayden's funeral is going to be tomorrow, and there's some details that are starting to come out a lot about it. But even if, you're in the area, figure out a way to get there, look it up. DJ Hayden passed away at the age of 33, a horrible, horrible car accident. Once a Raider, always a Raider. I wish I could make it, but if anybody, I know I've been down in Austin, I know I've been down to Houston. I know a lot of Raider fans are down there, so if you guys could, even if you just pour one up for them this weekend, I know I'm definitely going to do it. DJ, with your family, man, I feel for y'all. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I actually have to go look at something with Alex for our wedding, so I'm pretty excited about it. Peace out. I love y'all. And again, anytime Raiders news breaks, I got you covered. That's why you subscribe to the Raiders Report. All right, y'all, if you want more videos from me, click this little button right here. We got you covered here. Videos all the time, every day. Haven't dropped a video in more than 3 years at this point. If you want Chuck's favorite videos, they're actually right up here. He loves these. These are the ones he watches when I'm not home. And then these videos are actually also some of Chuck's favorites that he likes to watch when I'm not home. So if you want Chuck's favorite videos, click right here. If you want more videos around the Raiders, click right there.